time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Red Raiders will kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Newton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
They've already failed to convert on fourth down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking downfield, it's Morton. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback making checks. They'll go up top on second and short. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Morton. Zings it complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Morton. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. It's Joyner. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with a 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. It's a running room. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Motion from the back. Might be calling a hot route. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The Vols are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. The Volunteers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you...
The Sneak scores it. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. Think about it. Nice short completion, sets up a third down, and guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. To throw, it's Morton. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Volunteers get it past the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Bring in the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Lewis. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Might be changing the route. On the ground, it's Lewis. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 11 to Florida. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Williams. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Finds his man, it's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a great play design here in this type of situation, obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stuff.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Spits it out to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Morton. Got it in the middle. It's Williams.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. The hand to the running back. Fighting off the defender. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about... for the game, one of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any coverage.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Virgil. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Carter. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Just tried to drop a little floater in there and it's incomplete.
Yeah, and this is a day he would want to forgive. This is a day he wished didn't exist. It's been miserable. You've already thrown 2 interceptions. You just tried to throw your third, but the defense didn't cooperate. But get those feet set before you try to throw the football.
Wants to throw it. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. With the catch, it's Lewis. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pass to Stinks, and he may get more. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They might need a telescope to find the 1st down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a 2-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
In on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Morton. Caught near the sticks, it's Douglas. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. Runs through a tackle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Morton. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. The quick out. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Fires on the move. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll try it over the left side. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all three phases.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Past the 10.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree.